What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, I am back, people. If you guys have been watching my story today or my shorts, I was in the city of Long Beach supporting the homie Long Beach Carlos. He had a toy drive for the kids. He's always having these toy drives. They're good, reaching out to the community, giving back to the community. Anytime there's something like that going on in any type of community, if you guys have something going on in your town, let me know. Shoot me a DM or message me. I'll pull up. I show my support to anybody that's pushing that good vibe. That's what this life is all about, people. You can't be stuck in that world of fucking hatred and envy, man. It just doesn't get you anywhere. But first and foremost, before I go on, I had an individual come on to my comments and they asked about Savage Studios, if I could touch on them. I could touch on them briefly. I'm not going to get into too much because honestly, I don't know too much about the individual. But before I do, I need to give a shout out to everybody that's been supporting me because you guys are the reason why I'm here behind this screen doing this right now. Because when I speak, I have people that listen. Whether they listen as in positivity or negative, however they take it, in a positive way or a negative way, they're showing support because they still show up. And that goes for you trolls as well. But anyways, yeah, I was right there showing my support to the homie, Long Beach Carlos. Good thing, and like I said, if you guys have any upcoming functions or anything like that that involves your community and you want me to pull up, shoot me a DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. I got you. And thank you to all my supporters, my new subscribers. I will be bringing some heat to the table. Just keep in mind, this is a fitness channel. So eventually I'm going to weed off into strictly fitness and touching on how to become that best version of yourselves, how to get you on becoming that person that you never thought that you could be, losing that excess pounds, tightening up that loose skin, whatever it may be, just overall in general, mindset, fitness, nutrition, mind, body, or soul, I got you. I've been there, I've done that. So anyways, people, Savage Studios. I'm familiar with the individual. I know just a little bit about him. I don't know him personally. I know people were saying that he's no good. You know how I believe about that stuff. If you ain't got proper paperwork on him, how can you confirm it? Anything that's just out here, especially on social media, is all hearsay. And why would you even really put any energy to finding out about people on social media? If you really want to really get into that stuff about people being no good and piece of shits, like I said, go to Megan's Law. Your buddy neighbor may be a piece of shit, and you may not even know it. You just gotta do your research, So don't worry about the people out here on social media chasing their bag. I know I don't. I don't have to go over there and associate with them. I'm not rubbing elbows with them. I'm not busting a spread with them. Whether they be piece of shits or deemed no good or anything, it's none of my business. I'm out here in the real world. This is the real world. This is it's a whole different get down out here. Like I've said in my past video, my Nike Cortez, I've done hung them up. They're hanging up on the wire up there on the telephone post. I'm retired. Not active no more. Done did my part. I'm going on 54 years old, people. 54 and in the best shape of my life. I'm telling you now, I got that blueprint. But yeah, people, so Savage Studios, all I could say about him, I'm addressing the individual that asked me if I could touch on him a little bit. Savage Studios was a YouTuber. Supposedly he had a jacket on him and he liked to troll people. He went at it with a few other channels, and I'm more than sure you guys know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to put their names out there either. But he had a social media war, whatever you guys call this shit, that fucking YouTube, yada that bullshit. So had an exchange of words, and not only just with other YouTubers, with some of his audience. And he decided to play with the devil, from what I hear. And the devil went knocking at his door. Found out where he was and over there in Barstow, California, at his tattoo shop, and got his wind taken. It's about as far as I'm going to touch on that because, like I said, that's old stuff, and I don't want to reopen a can of worms because honestly, it really is none of my business. But I'm just acknowledging the person that asked me if I could touch on it just a little bit and what my thoughts were. And like I said, I can't speak on that individual. His life is gone. His people are suffering now. I'm sure he left people behind that loved him dearly and missed him. I'm sure he left people behind that had a lot of hate towards him as well. We're all gonna do that, whether you're good or bad. You can't have everybody on your side, and the ones that you always think that are close on your side, those are usually the worst ones. People, trust and believe. Your tightest homie in the neighborhood behind them walls could be the loosest link in your safety when you're doing time, and your worst enemiga could be that individual that has your back to the fullest that will die for you. And the reason is because I've had a Sally that was one of my enemigas, my enemigos. I'm going to keep it respectful, my enemigos, and he would give his life for me, and I would do the same in exchange. He's had my back. We went on missions. We did what we had to do, what was expected of us, and we did it as a team because we lived with each other. So that's one of the rules right there. It's not so much a rule. It's just something that's expected because that's the way us people that fall underneath our umbrella should ride. That's your Sally. Your Sally's got your back and you got his back. That's just the way it goes, people. And yeah, as far as Savage Studios, man, I have nothing really to say about him. I'm not gonna try to smut him up or anything. There was enough people doing that, and like I said, I don't do that to people. That's not me. Even behind them walls, if I'm gonna speak on something, I'm gonna act on it because I'll bullshit aside. Why even speak on somebody? Are you looking for support? Some type of support from another man that wants to run in your misery. It's not cool. If you feel a type of way about a certain individuals, get at that individual. Get at them professionally. You come at an individual professionally, I'm sure you'll get a response back professionally. You'll get way more than doing all this on the internet. The internet bullshit, that net banging or whatever the fuck they call that, net banging, keyboard warrior stuff. It's just for the birds, man. It really is. That north and south stuff, stop trying to bring that down here in the south over here. The north and south up north, that's gangbanging. It's something way different, people. You guys are trying to create something that really doesn't exist. Trust and believe, I lived it. Unless times have changed, but I really don't think so because there's that animosity right now, and homies are busting spreads with the homies from up north. That's our gente. We all love fucking arroz con frijoles, carne asada, even hamburguesas, baby, quesadillas, all that good stuff. You know how us folks love. We love food, especially me. When it comes to food, I do not discriminate. I try all foods. You know what I mean? But anyways, people, yeah. So I thought I would just touch on that real quick. Savage Studios, rest in peace. I don't know the cat. There was a lot of bad things said about him. It was all hearsay to me. I really don't know, G. So I hope that answers or does something for whatever you were wanting me to touch on. Okay. Well, anyways, people, it's getting a little dark out here. It's time to get inside. Go inside and kick it with the fam bam. Time to watch that UFC fight, baby. And eat some Tito sandwich with empanadas, all the good stuff, all the sides and everything. You know why I could do that? Because I'm dialed in, baby. Chicken, everything. We got it all. Chicken, the Tito sandwich, the 6-footer, macaroni and salad, everything. That's my neighborhood market there where I grew up eating a lot. I knew the owners. I know the current owners, which are the owners' sons. I pretty much grew up with them. They grew up in my neighborhood, but of course they grew up in the market. But I know them personally. Yeah, I get love when I go there. I get a lot of love. But anyways, people, with that being said, you already know how to reach me if you want to get started on your fitness journey. And to my new guys that just signed on, today's the best decision of your life. I'm telling you right now, you won't regret it. You're gonna start becoming that individual that you never thought that you could be. You're gonna be on top of your A game in no time. Trust and believe. I'll help you get there. I got you guys to the fullest. And for those of you that want to get started, shoot me a DM at High Power Fitness on Instagram, or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Leave me your number or a way to get at you, and we'll get on a phone call. We'll chop it up. We'll discuss your goals, and we'll put together the perfect bulletproof blueprint for your lifestyle. I customize everybody's blueprint, so not everybody gets the same thing. It's tailored to your lifestyle. Trust and believe. You do not have to hit the gym for countless hours, people. I'm doing it now. I'm going to be hitting my backyard for the next 2 to 3 months to show you the results that I get just from doing that. For you trolls, watch. Just keep watching. Now, with that being said, remember to hit the like and subscribe. Put your notification bell on all. And get up and get yours. Let's do this.